Such a dramatic and victorious night for the Grand Old Party. The Republicans took back the Senate last night in a red wave that seemed to have been delayed from 2022. Americans found it was time to put the blue dogs out to pasture. In West Virginia, Big Jim Justice rode to a comfortable victory, taking the reins firmly from outgoing Senator and Country Roads institution Joe Manchin. In Ohio, Bernie Moreno overtook Blue Dog Democrat and friend of Labor Sherrod Brown in a hard-fought win, riding Trump's coattails over the finish line as Trump firmly cemented Ohio as a red state. In Pennsylvania, Dave McCormick beat Commonwealth household name Bob Casey Jr. So it looks like the Republicans have also managed to hold on to the House of Representatives, giving President Trump a clear mandate in January to get much legislation accomplished and get this country back on track. Trump overcame all odds this election cycle, from indictments to deadly attacks on his life. He has remade the GOP into a working-class party and has geographically realigned the party for years to come as Republicans cracked through that blue wall. In a diverse, younger working class declared enough was enough. Has MAGA now been institutionalized, and with this sound win across all three branches of government? For analysis, we turn to George Santos, former Long Island congressman from New York's 3rd Congressional District. George, welcome to the program. I imagine you didn't get a ton of sleep last night, as some of us can attest.
Chanel, great to be with you. I don't know what sleep is. That's for quitters. Sleep. You only get sleep when we finish the count, right? And until we can finish the count for the House and guarantee that the lower chamber in Congress is in GOP hands, that's when we all get to sleep. But you said a lot of things in your opening there, in your monologue, that are very important. Let's unpack this election. This election was not just a referendum. This election, it resembles a rescue mission, and Americans needed rescuing, and they turned to what they already knew was the only man that can rescue them, because they lived his rescue plan from 2017 to 2020, even amidst a COVID global pandemic. So the one thing that falls short and that requires lots of unpacking is what happened to the 81 million voters that voted for Joe Biden. 14 million of them decided not to show for Kamala.
That's a chilling number for the Democrats, if true.
Yeah, it's the bigger question that everybody keeps asking me. And I keep saying, where are they? In 2020, Joe Biden got 14 million more votes, approximately, right? As the numbers trickle in, give or take 13, 14, don't hold me to the exact number, but you get the gist of it. She's not going to make up these numbers. Donald Trump has proven that there's only one way to break through the blue wall, and that's to be bold. He did it in 2016. He did it again in 2024. I don't think any Republican can pull that off unless they understand that the GOP is no longer the George Bush country club cocktail party Republican Party anymore. This is the working man's party. This is the big tent GOP. And we see that across the country with all these defeats. Bernie Moreno, now Senator-elect Moreno, being the first Colombian American to ever serve in the Senate, right? And having a powerhouse David McCormick out in Pennsylvania, overtaking a staple household name in Senator Casey. And then you also have two other juggernauts, political Democrat juggernauts in Pennsylvania, in Susan Wild and Matt Cartwright, both Democrats who have sat on Republican seats comfortably for the last 3 election cycles. And finally, we get to unseat them.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.